Hey guys, what's up? Snoopdad here, and today we're going to be talking about Hunter legendaries. So, as you guys might know, the Craven Strategem Lego has had a nerf. Usually, it reduces your feign death cooldown to 15 seconds, and it clears all nasty effects off you, all druid and rogue bleeds and poisons and stuff like that off you, and dots from warlocks and priests and stuff. Now, some people are probably going to be changing their legendary because of this. It is a big nerf. Other people will just keep using it just because it frees up a PvP talent. Okay, so if you're using a legendary, you don't need that. So you've got an extra talent. Yeah, you can make your traps so that they're not dispelled, or you can keep war sacrifice or whatever. What we're going to do. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you an alternative legendary that you could look at playing. Okay, right, so the legendary I want to talk about, let me just bring it up, is Call of the Wild. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're using Call of the Wild, and we're going to use the PvP talent Birds of Prey. Okay, and then we're going to use a Conduit, a Deadly Tandem. And what we're going to do is we're going to use them all in conjunction with a few other bits and pieces, a few little tricks here and there. And what we're going to do is we're going to buff our Coordinator Assault so it lasts as long as possible, and it's got the shortest cooldown possible. Okay, and this will give us 20% more damage, almost permanently. Okay, I haven't managed to get them to the buffs to still be up. I think I got very close with using Primal Rage, but you won't be using that in arenas, for example. You can use it in Mythic Plus, of course. But what we're going to do, we're going to try to keep that Coordinated Assault buff up for as long as possible. Okay, so usually it's 20 seconds with a 2-minute cooldown. Okay, so that's going to give you 1 minute 40 of downtime and a 20-second buff. Okay, so what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to put on the legendary. Okay, I got the wrist wraps of the Wild Call, so now it's a 1 minute 18-second cooldown. Okay, we're going to go to change our Conduit, and we can instead of that one. Okay, so that's increased Coordinated Assault duration by 7.5 seconds. Okay, so now it's looking better. So now it's got 27 seconds. Okay, now if you use Birds of Prey, every time. So basically, every time that you every time that you hit the target, once you've used Coordinated Assault, it's going to increase the duration by another 1.5 seconds. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to try to show you an example of how this works. Now, what you want to do is what I've done here. Let me just show you the conduits again. Okay, so what I've done as far as the potency ones go, I'm using the Deadly Tandem Conduit. We're going to be using the Stinging Strike Conduit to increase the Raptor Strike's damage, and we're using Strength of the Pack so that when kill commands cooldown is reset, you gain an extra 6.5% damage. So we're really buffing that Raptor Strike. Okay, so the more kill commands and Raptor Strikes we can get, the better. Okay, we're going to be using Flayed Shot and Coordinated Assault. Okay, and trying to maximize those. Okay, and get as much damage out on this dummy as possible. Okay, now you want to have Alpha Predators. You got two stacks of kill commands. You want Guerrilla Tactics. You got 2 lots of bombs. You don't need that, but it's pretty good. Bloodseeker. That's going to increase your attack speed by 10%. Okay, let's have a look. Tip of the Spear or Mongoose Bite. That's up to you. I will change it to Mongoose Bite, I think. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to change it to Mongoose Bite. Okay, so we're not going to be using Flanking Strike at all. And there you go, Birds of Prey. So let me just put my... Okay. Let me just use a different dummy. Engineer's Tanking Dummy. Where's my pet? Okay. Okay, we're just going to use this dummy here. Okay. So as you can see, we're now 27 seconds buff for 1.3 minute cooldown. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a serpent sting and a wildfire bomb on the target, okay, and then we're going to use blade shot and coordinated assault, and then we're just going to pump out as many mongoose bites as we can and try to keep the buff going as long as possible. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. And ideally, when coordinated assault drops off, it should only be about 20-30 seconds left. Okay, so really we're trying to make this about 45, 50, or even a minute long if we can. Okay, and get as much damage as possible. Okay, so I'm going to just stand up to the target here. Okay, obviously this wouldn't happen in PvP, but I just want to show you just how you know, the maximum effect you can get from it. Okay, so off we go. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to get a blade shot. Okay, if you look, we can really start to pump some damage in a moment. Let's move this up here. As you can see, coordinated assault is still about 24 seconds. Okay. Okay, and it's still hovering around that 20-second mark now. I'm trying to use as many of these mongoose strikes as I can. As you can see, the damage isn't bad at all. Okay, it's getting low now. We've got another blade shot in there, still with the coordinated assault buff. There you go, we've got 5 seconds left. Okay. We're getting a few procs of everything really. There you go, it's nearly done, it's nearly done. And that's it, it's dropped off. Okay, so we've lost our coordinated assault burst, and there you go, 15 seconds left. Okay, so now you just got to keep going. Okay, get up a bit more damage if you can. Okay, and then here you go, 5, 4, 3, 2, ready, and now we can pop that again. Okay, and we've got another 20% buff, and we just keep going. Yeah, and you can just keep going and keep going. Okay, and every time you're pressing your raptor strike or your mongoose bite, okay, you're increasing the, you know, increasing the length of your coordination assault by another 1.5 seconds. Okay, so now we're going to look at the Marksman Spec. Now, instead of coordinated assault for Marksman, you've got True Shot. It's a 2-minute cooldown. It's going to buff your damage and make your shots quicker to cast. Okay, and give you a focus regeneration boost. Okay, so it's a 2-minute cooldown. And what we're going to do, we're going to use the legendary just to reduce that. Okay, so it lasts, what is it, 15 seconds. Okay, so if we make sure we're in the legendary, straight away it's down to that 1.3, so that's 1 minute 18 seconds. You want to increase True Shot duration by 36% there. Okay, so now it's going to last, what, 20 seconds. Okay, now again, you have some talents. And it's up to you what talents you use, but if you use this talent here, calling the shots, it says casting aim shot or multi-shot, reduce the cooldown of True Shot by 2.5 seconds. Okay, so there you go. So if you're doing a single target or AoE, you could be using this, yeah, and just getting the True Shot cooldown reduced. Okay, it's up to you here what you use. As far as this row goes, if you use this, you can reduce the arcane shot, multi-shot with 30% chance to reduce the cooldown rapid fire by 5 seconds. So there you go. So if you're using multi-shot, you've got a chance to reduce all your cooldowns. Okay, so we'll give this a quick try. Let's find some dummies. Okay, so we'll use these dummies over here. So what we're just going to do, we're going to use multi-shot, rapid fire, and aim shot pretty much. Okay, and we're going to see you know, just how long we can keep this going for. Now it doesn't, in this case, multi-shot doesn't actually increase the duration of True Shot, okay, like it does with survival, but we can still see if we can get that duration down, okay, the cooldown reduced. Okay, so let's give it a go. Okay, There you go. So it's what, 107 seconds already. There you go. Not long left. Oh. Okay. Okay, we kind of run out of steam a bit, don't we? But there you go. You've only got like 24 seconds left to go on your true shot. Okay, so it's not much of a. You do get quite a good value out of this legendary for marksman. It's not quite as OP as it would be for survival. You can see the damage is higher because it's all multiple shots rather than single target. But it is either way not too bad. Okay, there you go. We got it here again. We can, there we go. Yeah, and it's not so bad. Okay, we're getting an awful lot of rapid fires coming out. Yep. There you go. We'll leave it there. All right then. So there you go. So that's the legendary you should be looking at using. Okay, Wraps of the Wild. Sorry, I shouldn't keep calling that, should I? Call of the Wild legendary. Give it a try. Doesn't matter if you're using marksman or survival. It's really good. If you play Beastmaster, you might want to think about playing a proper spec. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Or something, I don't know. Do what you want. Okay, and that's the end of today's video. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Are you keeping the Craven Strategem Lego, or will you be trying the Call of the Wild? Let me know below. Take care. Bye bye.